Bulldog Nation Radio, and we're back again talking about relationships because listen, it's important and it's cuffing season, y'all. It is cuffing season. So we got a question: do college relationships work? Do they work?
Who want to take the first one?
I'll take it. I'm gonna say, personally, seeing more often than not, I've seen that a lot of them do not work, especially if they were together in high school and then they're getting into college. I think they have the perception of, depending on what school that they go to, if they go to the same school, I feel like sometimes people have the perception of, oh, we're going to be together all the time. We're going to see each other. I know what you're doing. You know what I'm doing. We're just going to be lovey-dovey, campus, married couple. And it's just like, that's not the case. And I just think that it's a lot of misconceptions because you're still growing as a person.
Right, yeah.
You know, you're going to see a bunch of snacks walking around campus. And
Meals.
you're going to want to dabble. Meals, snacks, entrees, whatever you want to call it. You're going to see a whole bunch of that walking around campus. And then your eyes are going to get big. And you're just going to be like salivating everywhere like a dog. And you're just like, okay, so, but I'm in this committed relationship.
Right.
So I kind of see that it can work depending on where your mind is at and if you're really working hard. But you young, you want to experience it. You don't want to get into something where it's like, dang, I wish. You know, not saying you have regrets, but it's kind of like, I wish I did experience this so that I know, okay, I did my dirt. I did what I needed to do.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready and I'm 100% committed. Bam.
When is the time?
Yeah,
When is
but
the time?
I feel, for me, I'm kind of different. I would encourage, how is best to say? Relationships in college can work if you're for sure that's what you want. Like for me, I got all of my, okay, I see a bunch of things walking around. I got that out at a very early age. So by the time I was out of high school, I was already like, I don't like having legs. I know most guys would be opposed to that, but I don't, because for me, it's just too much work to you got to put energy into over here and there. For me, I like a person where we can build and grow something together. And I've always had that mindset at a very early age, build and grow something together and be with that one person. So for me, a relationship in college, yeah, you both are busy and you have your own schedules. You might not even have the same major, so you definitely on different times. But I feel like if you both want each other sincerely and wholeheartedly, if both your hearts are pure and want each other, you can make it work. You can make anything work when you both put your mind to it.
I can agree to that.
Yeah.
I feel
that's just me.
Me personally, I feel like college relationships can work.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you're committed and if you really want it, I feel like they can work.
Right.
Now in this generation, no.
What a joke.
I feel
It's harder.
Work
It's definitely harder.
You saying one thing to your girlfriend, like, yeah, babe, you know, I'm committed. Like, it's all you. And then tomorrow you're going to see a transfer student. You're like, oh, who's that?
Preach.
Who is
Snare.
that?
Looking like a snare.
Right. And you tell your man's like, oh yeah, I can get that, I can bag that. And then now that you know, it's a whole new relationship.
Right.
I honestly don't think that they work. Because in college you want experience,
right.
You want to do this, and you want to do that, and when you're young, and nah.
And you don't want to force nothing because at the end of the day, a relationship is a job. It's not, it's not just like, it's not just something to casually do, which I feel like that's what the talking stage is for, how we talked about earlier. I feel like if you want to just casually have pieces or do what you want to do, that's what the talking stage is for. But when you add the titles or the commitment to it, even though it might not necessarily be a title, but if you're like direct with a person saying, we're exclusive, we're just us, you and I, it's really a job. You can't slack. You got to be there emotionally. You got to be there, physically. You got to do everything that, the job requires. What a job application is for, when you're applying for a job, your intention is to do the duties that are exactly to, and who knows what the payment is. Some of y'all nastiness, but
we're gonna keep it PG.
So with that, the requirements of a job, you're supposed to execute them. A relationship is a job, so you don't want to slack, because when you start slacking on a real job, you start seeing changes, and that's when you gotta leave the situation. But with that, what do y'all think about long distance relationships, especially in college?
That's a big no. That is a big no. I've honestly tried it myself, and it's just like, one, you're far away, so I can't see you like I want to. I can't spend time like I want to. And me personally, in order for us to grow, I feel like I have to physically be with you. FaceTime calls is not gonna make it. Regular calls is not gonna make it. Texting is it's not gonna happen. I feel like I physically have to be with you. So long distance relationship, it's a hit and miss. Like honestly, if you love the person or if you was in a relationship for like 5 years plus, hey, do it. But if we met like 3 months ago,
that's a dub.
Long distance relationship, nope.
I can agree with that. That again, it all depends on the people and their mindsets. For me, I always felt like a person can do any single thing they want to. They have the right mindset and the right heart for it, and that goes with both parties. So say you two, one go to Bowie State, other one go to UMD or something like that, somewhere far off. If you both try to make it work, if you both can drive, right? You both drive, see each other on the weekend, see each other when you're not in class. Make the extra effort. Okay, I'm not seeing you as much as I want to around the campus. Let me go out of my way to see you when I can.
Yeah.
I think you do that, make it work. Even the person goes to a college in another state. If you got the money, take the trip to go see each other.
Don't as college students.
Right.
Yeah, but that's true. But if you really, really want that person, you can people make time and make ways for things that they want wholeheartedly. Mm-hmm. So if you can somehow make a way, you got to do it all the time, but just at least twice, just try to make the effort. I think if you do that, long distance can work. It's all about the people and if they put the effort into it to make it work. And if you don't, well, then you're going to crash and burn, and then you're going to find you another one that's closer.
You get brownie points for that, though.
Yeah.
Making that effort, especially if it's like a 30-minute distance.
Yeah,
cool.
you can do that. But something like 2-3 hours away, that's a little more hard. And I feel like, it's easier said than done. Yeah. And that's why I said more often than not, it doesn't work. Yeah. But I see that it might work when you guys do come back together, where it's like, years later when you're done school and both you guys have your head on your shoulders, it's kind of like, okay, let's try this again. Right. And now you're stronger than ever because you guys know each other's flaws, everything like that. So it's just like you're picking up where you left off. Mm-hmm. But while you're in school and with all the stuff going on, I feel like it's kind of a lot of trust issues because it's just like, call me when you get in. Oh, you didn't call me last night. Oh, I fell asleep. What were you doing? Oh, my phone died. Oh, did it really? Right. Because I saw your Instagram post.
She had your phone. That's what happened.
So it's like, oh, well, who's she? So I feel like, or who's he? I feel like, a lot of the trust issues, which is natural because you don't know what, words is just, nowadays, words is just words without actions put behind it.
You say he's just a friend?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that best friend. Oh, I thought y'all was best friends.
Did y'all see that video?
More comfortable.
It was like she said that it was his homeboy, and they were hey.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
So can we all agree that would you let your homeboy do something like that? Is that just your homeboy? Y'all getting the same? Y'all doing that?
No, girls do not know their boundaries. And let me tell you, I'm gonna spill the tea. Sorry, girls. I know this is a little.
Ooh, tea time. Tea time.
But what usually happens at the time when girls say, "Oh, that's my homeboy," it's not really your homeboy.
With strings attached.
It's never the homeboy.
A little strings attached.
Homeboy with benefits.
Maybe
friends with benefits.
Oh, that's my cousin. Oh, that's my brother. That honestly, 9 times out of 10, that's my brother. But if that's, that's just my friend.
That's why I said the titles thing. People use titles so loosely that when it's like, oh, that's my best friend, and now you're dating, but you guys were just brother and sister yesterday. Yeah, I'm confused.
That's incest now. That's
what it's basically.
That's nasty.
Basically, it's like, I thought that was your quote unquote. Oh, that's my brother. We're real cool. But now I see that you guys are a little bit closer.
Now it went to the homeboy after brother.
Okay.
Homeboy.
All right.
I don't do it. That's why. Honestly, that's why titles are important in a relationship. But nobody wants it because nobody wants the job.
The commitment. Right.
Nobody wants it.
We need to grow up.
We're in college, right?
We need to grow up. And this social media thing, I think, also has an effect on it, too.
Do y'all think social media kills relationships?
It does, because I feel like people are looking at it as this is the platform and this is the holy grail, this is the holy Bible for relationships and how my life is supposed to be, when so many things are edited and changed around and scripted. And it's just like you don't realize that. And so it's just like not every celebrity has a perfect relationship. What you see on Instagram, they go through their downs and the ups, just like
relationship goals.
Right. I hate.
Everybody want
That
to be a
is
YouTube
not a
couple.
I honestly said that yesterday. If I was to ever get a boyfriend or man in the future, I don't want him to have social media, honestly. And I would probably even, as my job, probably like decrease my time on social media too, because half of the time it breaks up relationships. Honestly,
Yes.
like a whole bunch of girls. Oh, who is this liking your picture? Oh, who is this DM you? And half of the time it's not even that serious,
Deep.
and it's not even that. It's not even a case.
It's killing self-esteems out here.
Yeah, it really is, and I feel like all of that is whack. Like that whole don't like her picture. Oh, unfollow her. Oh, block. It's not that deep. It's probably his cousin. Half of the time, like I feel like girls do too much when it comes to social media. They do way too much, and I'm not a part of that category, honestly. Like if you don't like a picture, like it. That's what Instagram is for. You feel me? Like that's what Instagram is for. Social media is definitely a killer when it comes to relationships.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to pick back up next time on the social media topic and how the corruption is affecting our youth, teens, and society. Period.
We can go all
We can
day
go.
on
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna have to say that for
I got
another
a lot
day.
to say.
We're gonna have to
We ain't
save
gonna
that
do
for
it.
another
But
time,
y'all
y'all.
stay tuned in, y'all. WBSU Bulldog Nation Radio. I'm ready to go.
All right, y'all.
Yes. Well,